Ever thought why you'd weigh less on the moon than on Earth? No, it's not because of a magical moon diet, but because of the fundamental difference between weight and mass. Take a moment and think about a bag of sugar. It has a certain amount of stuff in it, right? That stuff is what we call mass. It's the total amount of matter in the bag. Whether you're holding that bag in your kitchen or floating around with it in space, the amount of stuff in the bag doesn't change. Its mass stays the same. Now imagine holding that same bag of sugar on the moon. It would feel lighter, wouldn't it? That's because while the mass of the bag hasn't changed, its weight has. Weight is the force that gravity exerts on an object. On Earth, gravity is pulling that bag of sugar down with a certain force, making it heavy. But on the moon, where gravity is weaker, the bag doesn't get pulled down as much. It feels lighter, even though the amount of stuff in the bag is still the same. So what's the key takeaway here? Mass and weight are not interchangeable terms. They are two distinct concepts. Mass is a measure of the amount of matter in an object and remains constant no matter where the object is. Weight, on the other hand, is the force of gravity acting on an object and changes with the strength of the gravitational field. Think of it like this. If you were to travel to Jupiter, where the gravity is much stronger than on Earth, you'd feel much heavier. But that doesn't mean you've suddenly gained mass. You're still made up of the same amount of stuff. It's just that Jupiter's stronger gravity is pulling you down with a greater force, making you heavier. In conclusion, remember this. Mass is what you're made of. Weight is how gravity interacts with that mass. A subtle but crucial difference that shapes not only our understanding of the physical world, but also how we explore the universe beyond the confines of our home planet, Earth. So next time when there's a quiz question about the difference between mass and weight, you know the answer. It's not magic, it's science.